What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry and I'm the Crypto Vet. Thank you for tuning back in. In today's video I'm going to discuss a bunch of questions I had in the Discord and go over some interesting things that I found in technical analysis on Bitcoin, and also try to put into perspective where cryptocurrency stands right now as a whole. So thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. If you haven't joined the Discord server or follow me on Twitter, all the stuff is in the description below. But let's go ahead and get started on CoinMarketCap and kind of see where everything is. Bitcoin's still struggling to overcome the last top that it pulled over 18K. Right now we're trading at 17.8. Ethereum at 471, also staying sideways, and XRP trying to hold the 30 resistance and turn it into support currently at this time. Litecoin has had a big move, and I did have a request to do a video on Litecoin. I won't have time to do it in this video, but I still am going to make a video, and I will update the charts in Discord for Litecoin since it has had a huge push to the upside. The biggest gainers right now is Yearn Finance, again launching straight up, and we have SushiSwap up to there. Uniswap going up. I'm still hoping to get another new top on that so I can cash out some of that free coin that I had. The biggest losers, looks like we have ABBC coin and Hedge Trade. Not familiar on Hedge Trade at this time, but the biggest thing I want to talk about on this part here, and we're gonna go ahead and zoom out for now. We have right now a crypto market cap is at $500 billion, right? And a lot of people are saying that's a huge amount of money, and it is. It's a ginormous amount of money. But the main thing that I want to bring up is this is $500 billion is what all of cryptocurrency is worth at this time. If we move over to the cryptocurrency market, or the market caps for current stocks right now, Apple has a $2 trillion market cap. This is just one stock. Microsoft, $1.6 trillion. That's one other stock. Amazon, almost 1.6. This is just all of crypto. Bitcoin alone's market cap is, let me go ahead and go back. Bitcoin's market cap is $332 billion. So put that into perspective, there's not that much money in the cryptocurrency space in comparison to what there is in, say, the stock market and just the global economy as a whole. And I just wanted to make that point clear. I was speaking with somebody on Twitter last night asking how they could get into crypto, and they were feeling how they were left behind and how Bitcoin was, I'd hate to buy Bitcoin right now and be at a top. Well, yeah, technically we could be at a top, and I have been saying in my channel as well as the Discord and Twitter that I think that we are at a top now. I don't think we're quite ready to set all-time highs, but I also said how I could be completely wrong, and I gave arguments for both sides. However, for his case in investing, we're not at a point where, you know, this is never going to grow. It is going to grow. It's going to be to where we see Bitcoin itself has a $1 trillion market cap. XRP itself has a $1 trillion market cap. And the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies is going to be 10, 15 trillion, maybe even more. Who knows, right? And a lot of people are going to say that I'm crazy, but, you know, whether I'm or I'm not, just putting it into perspective, 10 years ago, those companies were not worth that much. 10 years from now, guarantee you we're going to see this page look like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and probably some cryptos that we're not even talking about right now at this time. So, like I said, if you like those random ass facts, be sure to follow me on Twitter at XRP Veterinarian, where I post a lot of this stuff as we goes. And a huge shout out to Scott from XRP Army News for inviting me to be featured on their list for as an XRP content creator, and trying to bring the crypto community together as a whole. So if you're not following him, please follow him as well and check out his YouTube channel. But let's go ahead and get started. So for here on Bitcoin, when in doubt, zoom out, right? And I haven't zoomed out in the last couple of videos, but we're going to zoom out now. If you guys have been following me from the beginning, this was one of my first charts that I showed on YouTube, and this is Bitcoin on the weekly from all the way back to whenever it started, all the way back here. But the thing I want to bring up here is everyone's asking me where I think the next price target is and how I get my price targets. Well, whenever I was looking at Bitcoin and how I was able to predict that I thought this here exactly was the top, the 18,550, was I used a simple tool. And the tool was, let me pull it up here, a trend-based fib extension. And to use this tool, we go to a low. So I went to pretty much as close to the bottom as I could. We just go down to, not negative, but let's go to around, let's say $23. Let's go to our high, and then we're going to go to another low. And by doing so, you can see that we hit this fib line, the 0.786 exactly. And this is why I thought we were at a blow off top. And to confirm that, I used just a simple Elliott wave here, and we were at a bottom. We have one impulse, another, and now the question is where does this last wave go? Well, these waves usually coincide with Fibonacci retracement at the same time, and since we have a huge resistance right above us here, I wouldn't say huge, but we have a resistance above us, our all-time high, and the fact that we have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks now, green candles all the way up. Looking back, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in the last parabolic run. Now, the thing that makes me think that this could potentially not be our top, and we're not going to just correct all the way down, is the percentage increase we had from, let's say, here to here was 1,400%. If we were to come from here to here, we're at about 332%. Now that huge percentage change difference is because we started at a much lower price over here, and transferring it over to this current time frame and price, you can't really just go back and forth and say, yeah, that's it. But the fact that we have resistance here above us, and we are trading right at this point, and there's still a lot of FUD in the market, whether it be the CME gap, economy, crisis, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, we've just been going up for a long time now. So I definitely think that we need to correct. So I think that this is the full extension of this Elliott wave impulse, just in my opinion. And that's how I was able to pick my price target and why I didn't think we were going to go above this, and I'm expecting a correction. Now this correction could be just like we saw previously, a small retracement down, and the call I made of 15,200 and 15,005 to 6 is purely because we have our moving averages below there, and that's where I would anticipate them to be as we continue on. So that's just a quick thing on Bitcoin and how I'm able to predict my price targets. It really just comes down to just fib lines and previous support and resistance that we have seen through the whole history of Bitcoin as we've been going. All right, so let's zoom in on that. That was the weekly, let's go into the 4-hour. Right now, we could be potentially putting in another symmetrical triangle to continue up. If we were to do that, another price target for first would be whatever our all-time high was before at 19, I believe 615.99, and then the big even of 20K, and then the next fib retracement, which would be at this 22.6 points. So if we do jump up, that's about as high as I think it'll go for this next pump before we will see a correction of some sort, because at that point 100% of Bitcoin wallets will be in profit. And at that point, if you had been waiting from right here to finally make some money, you would probably want to sell a little bit if you didn't believe in Bitcoin anymore, right? But with all this retail and institutional investment at the same time, and people wanting to hold because they think it's going to go to the moon, well, if there's no Bitcoin to sell, the price is going to go up for the people who still want it. So this is why I told people to just get into the game with a little bit and dollar cost average, and just play smart. But do not try to go into a long trade right now, betting the farm, saying that CryptoVet said it's going to go to 22,000. No, I said it could. I just personally think that we need to cool off a little bit and then go from there. And on the 4-hourly, like I said, we could have a potential symmetrical triangle forming. That would be a continuation pattern. If that is the case, we could see a pump from, let's just do a quick measured move, and don't use these numbers to be exact for right now. And what does that do? It puts us right at the big even of 20,000, which is right above our all-time high and where we could potentially get going. So if we did have another pump, that would be the first thing we'd have to overcome before continuing on up. But this video was more about XRP than it is about Bitcoin, and the reason why I brought up Bitcoin is if Bitcoin's going up, money's dumping into Bitcoin, not the other altcoins. But if money starts to come out of Bitcoin, they rush into the altcoins. So I'm bringing up my old chart again of XRP. So this is the weekly one. We have a strong level of support and resistance right here at the 30-cent mark. I think it's a little bit higher actually. I have it drawn on the 28, but let's go ahead and just put it right at 30. Okay. If I can get it to go up. There we go, 30 cents. This has been a huge point. When we are above it, we tend to do just fine. When we're below it, it has been resistance once, twice, 3 times. We've gone above it for a little bit, but we tend to come right back under afterwards. If XRP manages to break this and hold it as support now, there's, again, the possibilities are endless. The last time XRP went through this, it went through it with a vengeance, all the way up to its all-time high at $3, over $3. So right now, my best guess is if we're going to go above this and hold it, XRP is going to easily break through it and then retest other previous resistances. So my price targets for XRP, which was the main concern in the Discord, and they've been asking me why I haven't been trading it as recently. Well, it's just been a little harder to trade right now with Bitcoin going crazy, because even if XRP on the charts looks like it's going to go up, all the focus is on Bitcoin now. So if we want to just zoom in a little bit and just do the same retracement I did on the fib extensions from the Bitcoin chart, move them over to XRP. This here is the daily. We've been in this descending triangle, which had more chance to break to the downside than the up. However, with all the support from the weekly and daily exponential moving averages, we managed to break up. And right now, we're fighting in between the 0.5 and the 0.382 on the fib retracement here. So what do I think is going to happen? I definitely think that we'll consolidate a little bit here, and we'll pretty much wait for Bitcoin to decide what it's going to do. If Bitcoin continues to trade sideways, XRP will most likely have a pump. Same with Ethereum and a lot of the other altcoins. If Bitcoin takes a dump, though, everything's going to go down, because a lot of these altcoins are matched to the Bitcoin pair. So Bitcoin to XRP, Bitcoin to Ethereum. If their value goes down, they're going to come down a little bit until money is moved to the other pair, thus causing what most people call these alt seasons. So right now I'm watching for XRP to see what happens in this little formation here. My price target is, and I'm expecting it first to come back and retest the 32 cents, 32.5 cents. Once we break that, I think we will immediately go up and be quickly to 35, and then my main price target is going to be right up here at 38, where I think we will finish out the impulse waves here and cool off a bit before potentially going even higher. Lots of good news around XRP. Everybody knows XRP is my favorite cryptocurrency. I own more of that than any other, and I will continue to hold on to it until it's much higher in price. But I hope that kind of answers some of the questions in the Discord about how I pick my price targets. I don't always just use measured moves from pumps into symmetrical triangles. I use fib retracement. Sometimes I will use there's tons of indicators in here that can coincide with what you're trying to do and what you think is going to happen, and it just purely depends on what type of pattern I have formed. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please hit me up, and other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one.